Let's just jump right in. Ever feel like your inbox, your calendar, and your daily commute are literally conspiring to keep your heart rate permanently spiked? Well, in this explainer, we're unpacking exactly how to combat one of modern life's absolute biggest challenges. We're moving past just defining stress, we're pulling evidence-based techniques straight from the source material to help us build a highly effective, completely personalized defense system. Because, look, stress isn't just that fleeting feeling of being overwhelmed right before a big presentation. It is a severe physical threat. The source material doesn't sugarcoat it at all, calling it a silent killer. We're talking direct links to hypertension, heart disease, ulcers, diabetes, and yes, even cancer. Thanks to our 24/7 plugged-in lifestyles, our nervous systems are basically stuck in overdrive. It makes total sense why workplaces and institutions everywhere are scrambling for actual practical solutions. So, to fight back, we're going to build a comprehensive mind-body toolkit today. We'll run through the silent killer, physical tools for relief, mastering biofeedback, the power of the mind, rewiring your thoughts, and finally, building your toolkit. Part 1. The silent killer, understanding the stakes. Part 2. Physical tools for relief, starting with the body. Okay, when you're hunched over a laptop, just clenching your jaw for hours on end, the absolute best place to intervene is exactly where that tension lives. Our first tool is relaxation. But here's the thing, this isn't just lounging on the couch binge-watching your favorite show. It's a highly active skill. You systematically relax your muscle groups, usually starting way down in your lower body and slowly working all the way up to your face. When you combine this kind of systemic physical release with deep breathing, it actively forces your mind to calm down and drastically lowers the risk of physical issues like high blood pressure. Next up, we have exercise. Think of this as the ultimate physiological blow-off valve for your body's fight or flight response. Rather than letting all that tension just stew inside you, exercise gives it somewhere to go. It is a massive system reset. We're talking improved heart efficiency, better lung function, great circulation, lower blood pressure, reduced fat in the blood, and even a major boost to your immune system. But if you want to genuinely manage stress with activities like swimming, walking, running, or cycling, the source material actually gives us a very precise recipe. It's called the 4x30 rule. Basically, you do this 4 times a week for exactly 30 minutes a session. And this is absolutely crucial. Every single session has to include a warm-up, the exercise itself, and a proper cool-down. Why? Because you need to ease your nervous system up and then gently bring it back down. You want to avoid those jarring spikes in cortisol, so the routine actually relieves stress instead of becoming a brand new stressor for your body to deal with. Part 3, mastering biofeedback, the bridge. So biofeedback is an incredible bridge tool. It perfectly connects what your body is doing with what your mind can control. If you think about smartwatches or fitness trackers, they kind of give us a basic version of this rate. They let us objectively look at our internal panic in real time. By explicitly monitoring the physiological signs of stress and then pairing that feedback with relaxation training, you can literally command those stress markers to drop. Now, this isn't magic. It's a very deliberate 3-stage process. Stage 1 is all about just developing awareness of how your body responds. Stage 2 is practicing how to control that response, but in quiet, controlled conditions. And then stage 3, this is the big one, is successfully transferring that control out of your peaceful living room and right into the high-stakes chaos of everyday life. Think tense boardrooms or a totally gridlocked morning commute. Part 4. The power of the mind. Harnessing focus. Shifting gears to our cognitive tools, the first one is meditation. Derived from yogic traditions, this involves a sequence of learned techniques, specifically built to refocus your attention. And again, this is not a passive resting state. It's a powerful, active defense mechanism. It demands such sheer, intense mental strength and concentration that you actually tune out all outside stimulation entirely, eventually bringing about a completely altered state of consciousness. Following that, we have creative visualization. This is a highly subjective experience where you actively use your own imagery and imagination to manage stress. But there's a vital step the source material points out here. Before you even start visualizing, you have to set a realistic goal. Hitting that achievable target gives you an early psychological win, a quick dopamine hit, if you will, which actively builds up your confidence before you tackle the deeper mental work. To make visualization truly work, you have to hit the optimal state. Your mind needs to be quiet, your body relaxed, and your eyes closed. Why is this so important? Because it deliberately shuts out the modern noise. It stops the racing thoughts, the urge to doom scroll, the endless mental to-do lists. By actively silencing all those unbidden thoughts, you preserve the raw creative energy you actually need to turn that imagined, peaceful scene into a reality. Part 5. Rewiring your thoughts. Cognitive control. Okay, now we're getting down to the absolute root of the issue, restructuring the actual thoughts that trigger our psychological stress in the first place. The source material highlights an incredibly effective cognitive behavioral technique developed by Meichenbaum called stress inoculation training. It is a brilliant concept. You can think of it exactly like a vaccine. The whole goal is to physically and mentally inoculate you against life's daily pressures long before they can take root. The core of this approach is total identification and replacement. You have to actively hunt down your destructive, negative, irrational thoughts, and then deliberately overwrite them with positive, rational ones. You're basically stepping up to be the editor-in-chief of your own internal monologue, fundamentally rewriting the script in your head. To actually pull off this cognitive rewrite, there's a rigorous, highly actionable 3-phase protocol to follow. Phase 1 is assessment. This means discussing the problem and making sure you're truly seeing it from the viewpoint of the person experiencing it. Phase 2 is stress reduction, where you learn new self-instruction strategies and combine them with relaxation. And finally, Phase 3 is application and follow-through. This is the testing ground. It's where you take these shiny new thought patterns and rigorously apply them out in the messy real world. Part 6. Building your toolkit, takeaways. So look at what we've built. You now possess a complete 3-tiered defense system. First, you have the body, equipped with progressive muscle relaxation and that 4x30 exercise rule. Second, you have the bridge, utilizing biofeedback to sync up your physical and mental awareness. And third, you have the mind, powered by meditation to alter your consciousness, creative visualization to imagine success, and cognitive behavioral techniques to literally rewire how you think. Stress might be a silent killer, but you are absolutely no longer unarmed. We have the evidence-based power to intervene and totally rewrite our physical and mental responses. So the only question left for you is, which of these 6 tools are you going to pull from your toolkit to take back control today?